Every financial advisor, every self-help book, every motivational reel will tell you the same thing. Earn more and your problems disappear. But here's what they never show you. The people who actually build lasting wealth aren't the highest earners in the room. Most of the time, they're the quietest. For most of us, the relationship with money begins the same way. We get our first real paycheck, and for one brief moment, everything feels possible. Then the bills arrive. Then the rent. Then the subscriptions, the car payment, the emergency that wasn't in the budget. And before the month ends, the money is gone. So what do we tell ourselves? Simple. I just need to earn more. We chase promotions. We take side work. Some of us work 2 jobs. And when the raise finally comes, the lifestyle quietly inflates to meet it. New apartment, better car, the things that signal to the world that we're doing well. And then we wonder, where did it all go? This is not a personal failure. This is by design. The modern financial system is engineered around one idea: keep people spending. Comfort now, debt later. And it works, not because people are irresponsible, but because nobody ever taught them the variable that actually matters. That variable is not income. It's not hustle. It's not even investing. It's control. If that hit different, follow, because this is only the beginning. Before we go any further, we need to make a distinction that most people never make. Money and wealth are not the same thing. Most people use those words interchangeably. That single confusion is responsible for more financial failure than almost any other mistake. Money is a medium. It flows. It comes in through your job, your business, your side work, and it goes out through your expenses, your habits, your lifestyle. Money is current. Money is movement. And movement by nature doesn't stay. Wealth is different. Wealth is what remains after the movement stops. Wealth is stored value. It's the assets you own, the systems you've built, the financial ground beneath your feet that holds even when the income slows down or disappears entirely. Here's the simplest way to think about it. Money is what you earn. Wealth is what you keep, grow, and own. You can have a lot of money and zero wealth. Plenty of people do. High salary, high spending, nothing in reserve. One job loss away from crisis. And you can have modest income and real wealth, because wealth isn't built on the size of the flow, it's built on what you do with it. That distinction changes everything, because once you understand it, you stop chasing money as the goal and you start building wealth as the system. The ancient Stoics had a practice they called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of what could go wrong. Not pessimism, preparation. They believed that the person who anticipates disruption and builds systems around it will always outlast the person who simply reacts to life as it comes. That idea applies to money more than almost anything else. Most people react to money. It arrives and then it disappears, pulled in every direction by habit, pressure, and impulse. But the people who build lasting wealth don't react. They decide in advance, before the money arrives, before the temptation shows up, before the moment gets emotional. They've already determined where it goes. That is not discipline. Discipline fades. That is architecture. Income is external. Your employer controls it. The economy controls it. A single health crisis can eliminate it overnight. But your financial behavior, your systems, your habits around money, those belong entirely to you. And that's the first major insight. The goal is never to earn more money. The goal is to convert more of your money into wealth, consistently, automatically, over time. Most people never make that conversion, not because they lack income, because they lack intention. When you study people who quietly build wealth, not the loud ones, not the ones flashing status, you find the same pattern every time. They didn't earn the most. They controlled the most. And that control started long before they had anything worth controlling. Here is a question most people never stop to ask. If income was the key to financial freedom, why do lottery winners end up broke?
Why do athletes who earn more in one season than most people see in a lifetime still go bankrupt? And why do people who look rich often have almost nothing behind the scenes? The answer is simple. They had money, they never built wealth. The lottery winner gets a flood of money with no system to contain it, no behavior to direct it, no framework built over years of discipline and intention, so it flows out just as fast as it came in, and usually faster. The athlete earns at an extraordinary level, but often surrounds themselves with expenses, obligations, and lifestyles that consume every dollar. They have massive income with equally massive outflow. The gap between those two numbers, the gap where wealth lives, is almost zero. As income rises, spending rises to match it, quietly, automatically, without permission. The money comes in, and then it disappears just as fast. This is not strategy, this is reaction, and reaction will never build wealth. The people who escape this cycle make one decision early. They stop reacting to money and start converting it into wealth. Because money without direction disappears, but money with a system becomes something else entirely. So if income is not the primary variable, what is? There are three variables that consistently show up in people who build real, lasting wealth: control, time, and invisibility. Let's go through each one. The first is control, not motivation, not discipline, systems.